Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, how we're going to fix this bad boy together, and boy, do we have some updates for you guys. The budget bill, the budget passage, the reconciliation, the Hearing Protection Act, the Short Act, all the things, the sausage making is in full grind and preparation mode. I'm going to walk you through everything that you need to know right now. It'll be linked in the description for all of your sources. I always bring the receipts, and guys, as we go through this, it's imperative you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on because you are single-handedly defeating the YouTube censorship algorithm, and I appreciate it because you guys are doing work, and thank you for that. All right, as I said, everything is always linked in the description box below. I always bring the receipts, but now we're going to jump over to my X profile where last night I was full-on live posting while they were going through the budget process, and you talk about something dry and boring. Woo! The passing of all the motions and the bill going out of the budget to the floor. Guys, oh my God, you needed coffee for that one. But here's where we kind of here is the lay of the land. And you guys need to know this because this is the full-on sausage making. This is where you guys need to double down on the efforts to call your representatives and keep on going because you are making a difference. I'm telling you, under the hood, you're making a difference. All right. Here's some stuff that I'm going to read to you and you guys can infer and read between the lines, all right? This is from Gun Owners of America last night. Now, Chairman Arrington is the guy who chairs the Budget Committee. Okay, so that's what happened last night. We were talking about it like 11 o'clock, well, Central Time, my time, but about midnight-ish for everybody else. Chairman Arrington just gave this update for gun owners waiting for the news on any amendments. Quote, deliberations continue at this very moment. They will continue on in the week, and I suspect right up until the time we put this big, beautiful bill on the floor of the House. I saw this happen in real time. Some reps said nothing changed. Some reps said, I can't wait to show you guys all the changes. Lots of language was happening. The Democrats freaked out when one of them said that. It was kind of funny. But what you're effectively looking at right here is, guys, this isn't over. We're in the middle of the sausage process making. That's where we're at this point in time. Now, the interesting thing about this was the votes were 16 nays, 17 yays, and 4 voted present, including all the people pushing the gun rights amendments. The present votes were interesting. All right, now that we get into this, let me jump over here. This is from Representative Andrew Clyde. Again, I'm just giving you the lay of the land in the field and where this goes from here. In an effort to advance President Trump's agenda, I voted present during tonight's Budget Committee markup to allow the legislation to move forward as we continue to improve it. That's a very important piece to this. As we continue to improve it. There are things going on that this is what's happening, okay? We've made progress in negotiations, including moving work requirements for Medicaid forward, restricting future green new scam subsidies, and eliminating both the taxation and registration of suppressors under the NFA. That's a very important piece to this. Negotiations are clearly still going on. Now, I'm not inside the room. I can't tell you what conversations are being had, but I can tell you the sausage making process is in full swing. And as you can see from his public tweet or post right there, Andrew Clyde, the taxation and registration of suppressors under the NFA elimination potential negotiation. That's where it's at. Well, excuse me. Let me say that again because that could have been confusing. And eliminating both the taxation and registration of suppressors under the NFA. Now, I'll come to that in a second. Let me keep you this. Yet there's still additional important work to be done to include as many America First priorities in President Trump's one big beautiful bill as possible. One thing for Republicans, they are staying on message on this. In fighting for key conservative wins, including reducing deficit spending, fixing Medicaid to prioritize vulnerable Americans, slashing more green new scam subsidies, and restoring additional 2A constitutional rights. You can see it continues to pop up. It's part of one of the negotiation points. I will continue negotiating in good faith to improve this legislation before we pass the final product. This is a rare opportunity to deliver real change for the American people. We can and must seize the moment. Given the progress that we've made, it's time for Republicans to be courageous. Okay, now let me say the thing that I was about to say. A lot of the time in politics, and this is just an observation of mine, you guys can agree or disagree in the comments down there. When you see all of one side kind of coalescing around one idea, you can kind of see where the negotiation efforts are taking place. Okay, so if you could think back to gun control when they were passing in the Biden administration underneath Pelosi, There was a lot of coalescence around banning assault weapons in the House, but nothing in the Senate. So it kind of was like a mealy mouth, yeah, there, I did it. And a good example on the other end would be like the 1,000% excise taxes that they put forward. No one even said a word about it because it was so stupid, right? You can always tell where the energy is going by what they're hovering over. And right now, the NSSF, the NRA, GOA, NAGR, all the groups are putting energy behind the Hearing Protection Act. Now, the Short Act needs some love too. We need to call our reps and talk about the Short Act as well. But you can tell that there is active momentum happening around these things. That's why I wanted to give you a little bit of that. All right, let's continue here. From Gun Owners of America, the update. Representative Clyde's statement on the HPA and Short Act in reconciliation. Again, this is the big whole ball of wax. We've made progress in eliminating both the taxation and registration of suppressors. I'm fighting to restore additional 2A constitutional rights. We showed you that in the actual raw tweet. All right, so this is going to Mike, Mr. Guns and Gear, a good buddy of mine. Again, this is a generational opportunity here, folks. This is a very important thing to understand. This is the chance. The time to keep calling your reps is right the frick now. The time to get this right in the House is right now for the Hearing Protection Act and the Short Act. Guys, this is the push, okay? Now, let me keep on trucking here because, again, this is all very key. Yeah, that's kind of beating the dead horse. Let me show you from the House Freedom Caucus. This is the statement from the House Freedom Caucus Board. While progress has been made on advancing the One Big Beautiful Bill, on message, it does not yet meet the moment. As written, the bill continues to increase deficits in the near term with possible savings down the road. They are still negotiating this thing. The sausage making is still going on. This is a key point to understand. And here is the new date. I'm not going to show you the Democratic rep being a dill hole on this. Committee on Rules, meeting announcement for May 21st, 2025. So that is 2 days from now. That's the next act in this big play, okay? The sausage making is going to go to the Rules Committee. After the Rules Committee, it goes to the broad House on the floor. These are where the only two areas of amendment are going to occur. Because once it gets out of the House, it's gone. It's way over there in the Senate at this point. The House is off the field at that moment in time. So the only element where we're at right now in an objective stance is the Rules Committee and the broad House. Those two areas. The sausage making is getting close to the 50% line. Keep grinding. Each one of you is more important than you realize. Call your reps, Short Act and Hearing Protection Act with suppressors removed from the NFA. The power's in your hands, guys. You're making a huge difference. Don't let up now. You've put too much work in to get to this point and go to sleep. This is amazing. Thank you for watching. I love each of you the right amount that makes you comfortable, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.